What if you invested just $500 into drip token and you compounded it until the end of the year? Well, there's a couple different scenarios which I'm going to be going over in this video, so you don't want to go anywhere. I think it's actually really cool. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. This is focusing specifically on the drip faucet that rewards in 1% interest per day. If you want to participate in that, it is an optional thing. You can use my referral link. It is in the description down below. If you don't know how to do it, I do have a tutorial video on my channel. You can also reach out to me directly on Twitter at CryptoAtlasYT. Let's go ahead and dive into this. Take a look at the charts here. $8.35. It's been having a very nice climb, but it's not just drip. We can see that a lot of other cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, even BNB, are making a nice progressive climb. BNB is up above $300. This plays a significant role in the drip ecosystem. And looking back at this historically, if we go back to November 7th of last year, drip was at $654. This according to CoinMarketCap, so more than double of what it is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, as of the time of you watching this video, well, or at least when the video, I should say, rather, it goes up, because maybe you're watching it a day or two later or months later, I don't know, I still appreciate you guys watching the video regardless. But it's 150 days left. I'm recording this the night before, hence why you see it 151. But 150 days left. That works out really well with our calculator, which you're going to be getting to in just a moment. If we look at the actual statistics with drip, we've been having a bear market going on the last 180 days. When we track this data, we can see a dramatic increase in hydrations, a little bit more in claims, and also that in deposits. But look at how big the hydration is, which is that purple line in the background. A lot of people have been holding very strong, and very noteworthy for the month of August. If you take a look at the drip Telegram, a lot of people in the community are rallying behind the idea of a no-sell August. Now, you can do whatever you want with your money. At the end of the day, it's your money. If you don't want to do hydration, if you want to claim, it's up to you. But a lot of people are trying to push for that. Aside from that, let's talk about actual delivery. Forex Shark is very close to having the final steps moved forward for that of the animal farm. Then there's other key components too with the games, with the scratchies. This is stuff that's been in the works for months. And it is looking very probable that we could see these start to launch one after the other over the course of the next 1 to 3 months. So if we're talking about 150 days, we've got more than 3 months time span, obviously, so there's room for growth from many different angles here. Now let's go into some different positions. Okay, so first up, let's go and take a look at the price. So it's $8.35, so we're going to make an adjustment on that. If we have a $500 investment, and we're going to go ahead and divide that by the current price, which is $8.35, you're going to have 59.88, but we do need to factor in 10%, so we're going to subtract that out. So we're looking at 53.89 drip. So let's go ahead and put in 53.89, and that 10%, by the way, I'm not factoring that in if you're trying to buy this on PancakeSwap. It's highly suggested that people go in and buy this through the actual drip website itself, which again, I have tutorial videos for that stuff as well. But just going back over here, so 53.89%, that 10% is more about the idea that you're doing it as the deposit entering into the system. So that means that at the current price, if we actually did this over a 150-day time span, you compounded every single day. And when I say compounding, the term that they use is hydrating. That would mean that by the end of that time period, by the end of this year, you would have in your deposits 222.56 drip. Daily income wise, that would be $18.40 worth of drip. Again, remember, that's based on the current price. So if the price was at the end of the year the same as what it is today, and you compounded the whole time, that's what we would be taking a look at. Now let's go ahead and factor in a little bit different. Let's say by the end of the year, it's a nice even $10. Now, also remember that the price for drip, it's been climbing quite well. There was just the other day, it was above $9. We're seeing that already pushing right back up again. So this very well could happen the next day, the next week. It is it's the investing market, right? So these things can definitely go one way or another, but it's showing very strong signs right now that it's more likely than not to keep going up for the various reasons I just mentioned a little bit ago. So when we're talking about a $10 price point, now what do we see? We see a daily income of $22.04 worth. So we're looking at some pretty good figures here, but let's go ahead and keep bumping it up. Now we go over to, let's go over to $50 per token at a $50 price point. That would put it at $110.23 per day. This is starting to get to the point where people that work for a living, whether you be in the United States or in another country, you're looking at this possibly and saying, that's how much some people make in a normal day's work. And you're just earning that passively through this system. All right, so you'd have to compound every single day over to the end of the year. At that point, then you say maybe you start claiming, etc. But this is very important of constantly compounding at least once a day. This is in reference to specifically once per day. Let's make it even better. Now, instead of 50, let's bump it up to 100. At $100 per day, that would then be worth $220.47. So let's go ahead and break that down. So if you got $220.47 times 30 days, so you got $6,614.10. You do need to factor out that if you claim, you're going to have some taken away. So let's just go ahead and do minus 10% right here. So $5,952.69, right? That's if you claimed and it had a 10% hit, just as an example. So just shy of $6,000 a month. That times an entire year, that's $71,000 a year. That's a salary. That's more than I made as a salary years ago. That's incredible. This is life-changing money for people. But you may be looking at this and thinking, well, is $100 really even that realistic? And the answer is yes, because we look at historical trends. Drip has historically hit approximately $191, was right around its high peak. So let's go ahead and bump it up now and say we just go back to the previous high. If it happened once, it can happen again. And oftentimes when you have a strong community, you have actual development, the project is showing that it's sustainable, which, by the way, Drip has been out for over a year. And many naysayers, the fudsters, those individuals, they said that this system that was designed is unsustainable. But think about how many months we've been dealing with this bearish market. Think about how many projects have completely fell out, that have rug pulled, that no longer have liquidity. They have one reason or another an issue, right? Massive price drops. Drip Network, it did have a price drop, don't get me wrong, but the design payout system, was it not sustainable? It's shown that it is sustainable. It's still here when so many other projects have failed. That is part of the testament of this project. So $191 a piece. Let's go ahead and scroll on down here for that. At that point, it would be $421.09 a piece, right? This is really, really cool. But what if by the time you're watching this video, some time has passed by and something has changed with that of Drip? So let's go ahead and play with some of these different numbers. Let's just say, for example, here, let me go ahead and pull a number for you guys. I'll be right back. Let's just say that it goes to $10. If you put 500 bucks in, so you're looking at 50 Drip minus 10%, so you got 45 Drip. Okay, if you did 45 Drip and by the end of the year, it stayed at that $10 price range. Scrolling on down, what do we see here? That's $18.41 per day. Let's go ahead and bump that up here to 100. Well, what does that do it? Well, that makes it $184 per day. And then if you did it back to the 191, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at $351 per day. What if you waited even further? Or again, it's just timing. You got introduced to this project a tad bit later. Let's go ahead and use another reference point. What if you waited all the way to when Drip is worth $50 a token? Well, you could get 10 tokens for $500 minus the 10% going in, so you got 9 Drip of your start. By doing so, at a $50 price point, staying the same at the end of the year, it'd be worth $18.41 per day. Let's go ahead and bump that on up. At that point in time, if we went up to a $100 price point, that would then be at $36.82 per day. And if we went back to the 191, then we would be looking at $70.32. $70.32 times 30 days. That'd be $2,109.60 minus 10%. So just a little bit under $1,900. For a lot of people, this pays for your rent or your mortgage, as well as a variety of bills, if not all of your bills. So that very well could be a sustainable way to live just off of that alone. And remember, prices fluctuate with this, so it could end up going up even higher. It could technically go up. It could technically go down. But as it is right now, there's a lot of signs that are looking really good. So I wanted to give you guys some different scenarios as of the time of you watching this video. When I first get this uploaded, you're really looking at that prime opportunity based on where the price is right now. So what you do is with your own money. Again, if you want to participate for the 1%, I do have my referral link in the description down below. But that's what I've got for you guys in this video. I want to say a big special shout out thank you to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Morad Shaker, Victor Vegas, and SafeMoon Honest for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your support. You guys are awesome. There's links in the description if you want to check that out and show your support there. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. God bless. Go do your own research. Again, not financial advice. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.